Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
All right, Life on the Brinks is back.
We're back.
The YouTube ban of 2 years has been lifted, mostly because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Yep.
They are now allowing medical misinformation. That was our biggest strike.
Or what we call freedom of speech.
Right, but, well, you can't lie about something
you sure can.
Well,
you sure can.
Well, you shouldn't for the
you
safety of
shouldn't.
Americans.
I mean, God's watching.
So.
But you can. So, lies are called, it's called free. You know what else you can do? You can flip cops off. I don't recommend it. Call them names. It's freedom of speech.
Well, disturbing the peace, though. There is a level where you can disturb
Well, there
the
is a
peace.
level.
Yeah.
There's a level. We're never going to get to that.
No.
Okay. What are we watching here?
Well, today we're going to first start off with a video from CNN. This news anchor is talking to some guy who's speaking with RFK, just talking a little bit about vaccines, and we're going to react to that.
You find it curious that it's 2025. What is this? Oh, this is February 16th, 2025. By the way, it is our oldest grandchild's birthday.
Yes.
16 years old. Mm-hmm. Our oldest grandchild, 16 years old. We're still talking about vaccines.
Well, I think we're the only ones still talking about it, to be honest with you. It's really the only thing we can
But how are people
about.
not talking about vaccines? They're not killing our children, but they're giving them...
Well, this is a spoiler, but we're not doctors, but vaccines are safe. I believe that's something that we're going to dive into here shortly.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's watch this video real quick, and it's pretty self-explanatory.
You know, CDC, FDA, USDA, all of these agencies. Is that true? Has Trump promised him basically the HHS job?
So I spent 2.5 hours this week with Bobby Kennedy Jr. And it was the most extraordinary thing because let's face it, we've all heard on the news all sorts of sort of snarky comments about him. And I said, so tell me, how's it going to go? And he said, why don't you just listen to me explain things? And what he explained was when he was born, we had 3 vaccines. And autism was 1 in 10,000. Now a baby's born with 76 vaccines because in 1986, they waived product liability for vaccines. And here's the best one. They started paying the people at the NIH, right? They pay them a piece of the money for the vaccine companies. Wait a minute, let me finish. And so all of these vaccines came out without product liability. So what happened now? Autism is 1 in 34.
Okay,
amazing.
Neither of us are doctors.
Vaccines
are safe. RFK, I mean,
Why do you think vaccines are safe? There's no product liability anymore. They're not proven.
Kids get them and they're fine.
Why do you think they're fine?
But because they're proven scientifically to be.
How about this? There was 1 in 10,000 people with autism. We all know so many more people with autism than had it when we were young. Oh, come on.
Okay,
I mean, his point is really interesting.
But
so here's what he
vaccines
said.
don't cause autism,
okay,
which is what RFK pushes, which is why people are concerned that he could get a job like HHS. And I don't even think
he's not getting a job for HHS. What he's trying to do, here's what he wants to do. He said, I want data. I just want data because they block the data.
But the data's out there.
Wait, it's not.
They don't block it.
Just
you can
wait.
look at it. It's
he
online.
wants the data so he can say these things are unsafe. He says, if you give me the data, all I want is the data, and I'll take on the data and show that it's not safe. And then if you pull the product liability, the companies will yank these vaccines right off of the market. So that's his point. He's not trying to do anything but things that made sense. And look,
this is not where I thought this was going.
All right, so a few points on that. So first of all, so Caitlin's not a doctor.
No, of course.
But yet, vaccines are safe.
Yes.
Kids are fine.
Yeah, kids are fine.
The science is all there. The research is all there.
Even though he said we didn't know anybody with autism back in our day.
Yeah. And I certainly know, I don't know if anyone would say that vaccines are the only reason that autism is where it is.
Well,
but
nobody could say that, and you want to know why nobody can say that? There's been no studies done. So, here's the truth.
Well, I'm sorry, but Caitlin said the studies are there. The science is there.
I get what she said, but here's the truth. In 1986, they came out with the vaccine for, I don't know, something or other, when they started adding to the vaccines. In 1986, they said one of the causes, I think it was the MMR, was autism. It was one of the side effects. Nobody has studied it. It was listed as one of the side effects in 1986, but there's been no research. If there's been research done, it hasn't been published. I wonder who would stop research from being published. Do you think maybe Pfizer would stop research from being published?
Fauci.
And there we're back to Fauci.
Always goes back to
You know, I know we can call him Dr. Fauci now, but I'm going to keep calling him Dr. Mauchi. I'm partial to that name. So, autism is like 1,000 times worse than it was when we were young.
Yeah, I
didn't know anybody.
I didn't know any.
No. Or maybe we all had it and we just thought we were weird, but nobody knew anybody with autism, and now it's like 1 out of 12 kids. I mean, our daughter is going into this field to be a ABA, applied behavior analysis, so she can work with autistic kids because that's how prevalent it is in classrooms. Anyway, Caitlin, what's her name?
Collins.
Caitlin Collins. Wasn't she somebody that he called you?
You're nasty.
You're a nasty
person. Yeah.
You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He is funny. I mean, you can say anything you want about Trump, but he's really funny.
Yeah, he's kind of
quite personable too.
Yeah.
I think he's personable, and I think he's funny. I mean, I'd prefer a libertarian president, but I think what he's doing right now is pretty libertarian.
Yeah,
Except for no, he did something that was quite despot. They kicked the reporters out, you said.
Oh yeah, the AP reporters for not calling it the Gulf of America.
You can call it whatever you want. I mean, what is going on with freedom? What do people not get about freedom of speech? What is hard to understand? You can't cause riots. You can't, elicit fights, like fighting language. There is a law about that. But you can tell lies all day long, and you're free to do that.
Yep, and Trump does it.
I wouldn't say he does it any more than anybody else.
Oh, that's what they say.
Well, I know what they say.
That's what Caitlin Collins said. I know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But anyway, she pushes my buttons.
I've got another clip though, and this is just some. I think it's pretty interesting. It's just some women at a march. I believe it's one of those women marches that you've seen around. And there's just it's supporting black women, which, I mean, who doesn't support black women? I mean, you've got Oprah, you've got Beyonce, Weezy. I mean, they're everywhere. So, I mean, they're all doing great. I didn't know anyone wasn't supporting, but I guess this protest was about people aren't supporting the black women. I think it's mainly because of Kamala Harris. She did not get supported to be the president.
Oh,
That's the problem.
Because she's not president, that means we all don't support black women?
70 million didn't support a black woman. So there you have it.
Okay.
So here's this clip. Let's play it. It's very interesting.
We'll see it.
It's pretty groundbreaking.
Yes.
So let's just watch that real quick.
What does this sign mean to you?
Black women are probably the least respected in America. Their voices aren't heard. Their issues aren't paid attention to. Many white women look beyond their own personal interests, and they leave black women out of the conversation. And I think America needs to change about that.
What are we not trusting them to do right now?
How to care for our country, how to care for each other, how to stand up and fight for things that aren't right.
Millions of black women voted for Trump. Should we trust them?
I don't think that's true. Millions of black women voted for Trump?
Way too many. Way too many. It is beyond me.
Should we trust them?
I don't know.
Maybe not trust black women then.
That's not true. I do trust black women.
Who'd vote for Kamala Harris?
I think... He wants to know if I trust the black women who voted for Trump.
I think they voted against their own interests, so it's really hard to put the idea of trust together with someone who is continuing to vote against themselves, right?
So it sounds like they don't have very good judgment.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's not having good judgment. I don't think they necessarily connect the dots, and I do.
They're stupid.
No, they're not stupid, but I think it's.
No, I'm just asking because. But it is hard to trust people who are stupid and have bad judgment, right? And black women who vote for Trump are stupid and have bad judgment.
Oh, we did not say that. Nope.
I think they don't connect. They don't connect the dots, and so they're looking at only certain things and thinking that's important, and not connecting the dots.
It sounds like those black women need to be educated by white women like you.
Yeah, not
True. Not.
They just need a good white woman to come in and tell them what's up.
You're putting words in our mouths again, and you're trading it.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that.
This idea that white people are going to be the white saviors f***ing pisses me off.
But if white women like you don't educate them, how are they ever going to learn to vote the way that they're supposed to vote?
You know, as a white woman, I'm happy to help educate and talk to people, but it's not my job to go convince somebody else.
I hope you're able to get through to some of those untrustworthy, stupid black women. Good luck.
So, I mean, I guess with that clip, it's I mean,
Well,
I'm kind of at a loss.
It's very similar to the, it's trust all black women except for those that vote for Trump.
Right.
Same as trust
Right.
all women except for those that, get assaulted by Joe Biden or,
Right. Yes.
who's that other guy, the Chinese spy? What was
Ooh,
his-
Smalls?
Smalls, yeah.
Swalwell.
Yeah, Eric
Swalwell.
Spurwell.
Yeah, no,
Eric
yeah.
Spurwell, yep. And
Is it Spurwell?
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
We'll look it up. It'll be in the
It's-
bottom there.
yes.
I'll show a picture of him.
Yes.
But yeah, I think
So they're fighting for black women's rights, right? And then they say,
well, no, not rights. Just you just
gotta
gotta
listen to 'em,
respect
believe
them.
'em.
Right.
well, believe them. Believe anybody who has common sense. Who
Right, I
cares what
don't-
color of your skin is? I mean, people who have common sense should be believed, or not even common sense, but the ability to reason, make rational decisions. I mean, wouldn't you just? I don't know. I guess I don't get this color thing.
No.
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, it's just with the systemic racism that's been going on for 400 years since the beginning of our forefathers.
I wish it would let up. If it only just let up.
Well,
We'd
I
be
mean,
in a
it
better
could have.
place.
It could have if we could have just had a black/Indian woman president. That
Yes.
would have cleared all of it. No, look what happens.
You're right.
Sexism,
That's right.
racism,
Yes.
and now what do we got? The big orange man once again.
Yes.
What is he? Old and white.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Well, he said. Wait, who said? Was it George Bush that said I'm the blackest president we've ever had?
Did he?
Maybe it was.
He did. He was mentioned in that really good rap song.
Yeah.
What was that?
Good to be a gangster.
Yes, feels good to be a gangster. Yes.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
enough of that.
believe all black women, I guess, except for the ones who vote for Trump. Is the main takeaway of that last snippet. All right, I think we're good here.
Well,
I
I think we're gonna try to do some more of these. What are we gonna call them now? Deep fakes,
No.
fake real fakes,
Real fake.
real fakes.
Real fake.
We're not gonna do.
The next real fake.
We're not doing episodes. Episodes are too long.
they're too
I mean,
long.
I
No.
can barely. All I can watch on the YouTubes are those the ones that are like, what are those called? Shorts? Are those on the YouTubes or is that on Reels?
I don't know.
Whatever the ones
That's you, not
where
me.
there's all it is you watch it and it's like maybe at the longest 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to get the Gen Z crowd.
Yeah, I'm not. I like
So-
really long, drawn out. I like musicals, actually.
Right, yeah. That Meryl Streep movie.
Yes, that was
The
good.
French
The
German.
French Lieutenant's Wife.
Yes, 2
Yeah,
hours
it's
and
great.
70 minutes.
That was wonderful.
But so yeah, that's it for today.
But no, next
Oh yeah, a teaser.
Real-
A teaser.
the teaser to the next real fake is I got fired again, and I'm going to tell you the whole story.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Stay
A
tuned.
52-year-old woman gets fired twice in
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. Well.
Ageism is real.
Yeah. We don't talk about it yet though. We
No,
want to get that.
no.
That needs to be episode. Its
Yes.
own reel.
That's it.
All by
The
itself.
own fake real fake.
All right. Sounds.